Hey everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about the 5 states that we covered in 5 days. We visited the Badlands National Park, Mount Rushmore and the Rocky Mountain National Park. Day 1, we started from Minneapolis to Pierre, South Dakota. It's approximately 6.5 hours from Minneapolis. This route mostly covers the state highway, so you wouldn't find much of the rest areas or the gas stations. So ensure that you have full gas in your vehicle. And if you have kids, try to avoid this route. You would probably go from Minneapolis to Sioux and from there to Badlands National Park. That's the better route where you have the interstate. This is Pierre, South Dakota. We reached there in the evening and stayed overnight. Day 2, we started at around 5:30 a.m. in the morning from Pierre to Badlands. It's approximately 2 hours from Pierre. The agenda for day 2 was to cover the Badlands National Park and also to cover the Mount Rushmore. When you're going from Badlands National Park to Mount Rushmore, you actually gain an hour because of the time difference. We have now reached the Badlands Loop. We have now reached the Badlands National Park. The Badlands National Park is spread across 244,000 acres of land. For hundreds of years, this area was called Makosika, which literally translates to Badlands, and hence the name Badlands National Park. We are now at the northeast entrance station. These are all the different rates for different kinds of vehicles to enter the Badlands. The Badlands Loop is around 40 minutes of a drive. There are different spots where you can park the vehicle and get a good view of these rock formations. Now, getting into the history of these Badlands, the formation of Badland was a product of two processes, deposition and erosion. Over the course of millions of years, the layered rocks of the Badlands were slowly stacked on top of each other, which is the deposition, and then it started eroding 500,000 years ago by two of the rivers, Cheyenne and White Rivers, that carved their way through these rocks. Badlands is also a place for some of the natural habitats like the pronghorn that you see here. It also is a home for bison. Badlands formations have a lifespan of approximately 1 million years. It was amazing to see all these layers of rocks, and I hope that I visit this place again. Now it was time to move to Mount Rushmore. Mount Rushmore is around 1.5 hours from Badlands. I'll be covering this in the next video. Until we meet next time, Namaskara.